Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. My name is Kevin Smith. I got a jam-packed show for you guys today. After the New York Post published an article that I found incredibly interesting about how New Yorkers may save the world. New Yorkers may save the world. All of your friends that have left our once illustrious state for other places. I'm headed to police state movie tonight in Westbury. Any loud members going? I don't know. Frank, I'll message you after the show. Let me write that down. I will message you after the show. That's interesting. I didn't know it was being shown in Westbury. So something to think about. So before we get rocking and rolling here, guys, hit the like button, hit the share button. I'm really excited about the stuff that we've got going on here right now with this New York Post article about where New Yorkers have fled, Guys, before we get started, do me a favor. I'm putting a link in the chat. If you guys wouldn't mind signing that petition with the Congressional Leadership Fund to help hold the Hamas caucus accountable and help censure them. It really helps out this show and everything we've got going on. So please do sign that petition. It really does help us out a great deal. So the big story today is over 545,000 New Yorkers left the state in 2022, headed for places like Florida, Texas, and even further, according to the Census Bureau. Now, it's really funny. I'm going to show you two articles side by side on how media spin things, which, Newsday, come on, guys. Newsday, do better. But why I want to talk about this. It's an empire state of decline, beset by high taxes and quality of life woes. 545,000 New Yorkers have left the state in 2022. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the top destinations include Florida, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, and even more distant places like Texas and California. The exodus was partly offset by people moving to the Empire State in 2022, more than any other year over the last decade, with 301,000 new residents making the transition. Despite the uptick, New York suffered a net population loss of just under 250,000. The departures have yet to impact New York City housing costs, with median rents continuing to hover at near all-time highs. Near post-COVID highs. This is the number. This is the photograph I want to show you guys and why it matters. This is the photograph I want to show you and why it matters. Let me pop this bad boy up on the screen. I want you guys to think to yourselves. How many people you know personally, who have left the state of New York over the course of the last number of years. In this graph, we see, we can cut out California and Florida because that's not really part of the story. The two big numbers I want you guys to look at are New Jersey and Pennsylvania. 45,000 people went to Pennsylvania. 75,000 went to New Jersey. Now, why does this matter? I'm looking at past election results here. And I want you to think to yourself, how many people, now this is just for 2022. How many people left since 2022? How many people have left before 2022 during the COVID lockdowns? How many of them fled the state in dramatic fashion? How many of them fled? Well, we see 44,800 people in the state of Pennsylvania. Well, it turns out that the election results in the state of Pennsylvania were 81,000 votes. Do you think over the last 3 years those numbers come somewhere near 81,000 votes? Moreover, in 2021, it's important to note that Governor Phil Murphy in New Jersey won by the slightest margin in New Jersey history of 84,000 votes. 84,000 votes. He won 51.2% to 48%. What does that mean? Well, let's pull the graph back up. 75,000 people have left New York to go to New Jersey in just the last year. That's basically the entire margin of victory in the state of New Jersey. Now let's look at another state. California. How many people have fled the state of California over the course of the last 3 years? We don't have those numbers in yet, but they could be in very soon. Maggie, we miss you too. We miss you too. How many people who have fled the state of California went to Arizona, which Donald Trump lost in 2022? Well, their numbers. I only use their numbers because they're the only numbers to go with. 10,000 votes. You think more than 10,000 Republicans in California fled the state and went to Arizona? I'd say so. I'd be willing to bet my last dollar that more than 10,000 Californians went to Arizona. What about Nevada? But Joe Biden's margin of victory, 34,000 votes. Were people able to peel that out of California? Were people able to peel that out of Oregon moving into Nevada? The moving trends, in fact, I've got this from May 19th of this year. In fact, the Los Angeles Times reported that California said goodbye to over 700,000 people between April of 2020 and July of 2022. California's net move-out numbers reached 407,000 between July 2021 and 2022 alone. 700,000 people. You mean to tell me we can't find 44,000 votes in just those states? Now, I want to pull up another graph for you guys. This is from 270 to win. This is a graph that I use all the time because I find it incredibly useful. Let me pull this off the screen. This is 270 to win. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Can I? No. Can't make it a little smaller. You know what? I'll take California and Washington out, and we'll pull this down a little because the southern states don't really matter for this exercise. Now, let's just say, obviously, you see right up at the top, the states that 270 to win has already blocked off for Republicans and Democrats. Put Democrats at 241, Republicans at 235. Now let's start doing some math here. Let's say Republicans from the state of New York have fled, and they've all went to Pennsylvania. And we find the 81,000 votes. 254. We're now at 254. Let's just say those numbers in New Jersey work out. And they may work out because there will be, I think, in the state of New Jersey, a low voter turnout in 2024, particularly for Senator Bob Menendez, who may very well be in jail for being a foreign agent at that point. Let's just see here. See what happens when we turn New Jersey. Now we need one more state. And we win. But let's not kid ourselves here. New Jersey may not go red. However, there are 4 states remaining. If we can use the math from the California move-out rates, that's the ball game. Donald Trump doesn't have to win Georgia. He doesn't have to win Wisconsin, and he wins. Now let's play around with the math a little bit more here. Let's say, because the Democrats have incredibly pissed off the people of New Hampshire, let's say that, let's say they moved their primary because, I don't know, New Hampshire was too white. Uh-oh, now the math's really starting to change. 258. That would mean out of the 4 states remaining, if Donald Trump won Georgia, we win. Let me pull that off. That means if he picks up Wisconsin and Nevada, he wins. It is amazing that all the work that's going to be put into this election may come down to 2 states. And I believe that we are pop that bad boy back up there. And I believe that, honestly, the exodus from just the blue states will be enough for the margin of victory because, quite frankly, I think that Republicans, don't forget to vote. Yes, don't forget to vote on November 7th. We've got all of our local elections here. That's all I'll say about that. The exodus from just the blue states alone could be enough to sway this election. And I know I may be sitting. I know a lot of people are probably sitting there thinking that I'm the cockeyed optimist, which I am. Which I absolutely am, because quite frankly, I have nothing else to be other than optimistic about what's going to happen in 2024. And if yesterday is any proof of what you guys are able to do, I've been joining a bunch of Twitter spaces with people like Nick Sotar and a bunch of the different congressmen that have been involved in the speakership fight right now. Let me tell you guys something. The amount of phone calls everybody has been making, honestly, until they fix the voter system, it will be the same thing. All right, well, now I've got to get into this topic. If you think they're stealing 10,000 votes, go find 10,001. I'm so sick of this black pilling crap where, it's all pointless and it doesn't matter what we do. Because guess what? If that was the case, they would have stolen in 2016. So don't give me any of that. Your vote doesn't matter. It's all rigged. Don't give me any of that shit because I'm not dealing with that. You want that? Go watch the X-22 report. Go watch one of those QAnon shows. You're not going to get that on this show. Not going to get that stuff on this show. But if anything has shown me that what you do matters, it is the last couple days in the House of Representatives, which we'll get to in 1 minute before we do Mike Lindell.
Over the last 20 years, with all your support, we've been able to not only launch the original MyPillow, but also the MyPillow mattress topper, Giza Dream bed sheets, My Slippers, and the MyPillow bath towels. But there's so much more. In fact, we have over 200 products, and I'm so confident that you'll love each and every one of them that when you go to MyPillow.com now, you'll immediately receive a free gift valued at $20 just for checking out the website. No purchase necessary. Get everything from MyPillow blankets, sleepwear, kitchen towels, mattresses, duvets, pet beds, body pillows, comforters, couch pillows, bathrobes, and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get deep discounts on all MyPillow products. And remember, just for checking out MyPillow.com, you'll immediately receive a free gift valued at $20. No purchase necessary. This is a limited time promotion, so go to MyPillow.com now.
Guys, head on over to MyPillow.com, promo code LOUD. That's MyPillow.com, promo code LOUD for up to 80% off everything on the website. That's MyPillow.com, promo code LOUD. Also, guys, I've got a giant deal for everybody. If you guys want a free Let's Go Brandon flag, head on over to loudmajorityusa.com. That's loudmajorityusa.com. You will get a free Let's Go Brandon flag with any purchase on the website. You want a flag, a decal, you want a shirt or a hoodie? We just got those green, the military green hoodies back in that everybody was asking for. So head on over to loudmajorityusa.com. You will get a free Let's Go Brandon flag with any purchase. So pick that up for before the week is out. So there's been a real groundswell of the grassroots support in the House of Representatives over the course of the last couple of days during the battle for Speaker. It seems as though now they have settled on Representative Mike Johnson of Louisiana's 4th Congressional District, which, look, he is by far the most conservative member to be put up thus far, and from what we're getting on the Hill, a lot of that is because of your phone calls and your emails, and you guys setting these people's Twitters on fire, and I've been loving to see it. I've been absolutely loving it. I've been loving the amount of grassroots support that's been going on at this moment in time. Mike Johnson opposes abortion and supports legislation on abortion bans. Let's see. He is not for medical marijuana, which is incredibly interesting. He's actually relatively young in terms of Congress. He's only 51 years old, which, in a body where everyone is over the age of 2,000, that is nice to see. He was Lauren Boebert's pick, as she said in a Twitter space a number of days ago. But we will see what all comes of that vote when it happens. We will see what comes of that vote when it happens. So we're going to be running that live on LFA TV this afternoon at 1 p.m. Make sure you guys are subscribed, rumble.com/LFA TV. I'm going to wrap up a little bit early today. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll be back at 1 p.m. today. And until then, stay loud, guys.